So this morning I woke up to a message from the young person that I'd been talking to about the waterfall and the pool. And she said that she watched the video that I put on. She watched it twice. Second time she watched it with her dad. And I found it really moving, what she wrote. It made me cry, actually. But I'm going to read it to you. So I have to put my glasses on. And she said, "It's hard to describe how I felt watching that video, other than heard, seen, and that someone was hearing what I was saying so plainly and taking it seriously. Even though it's hard to find the pool right now, because I don't even know what the pool is, I've lost it. I hope I will find a deeper underlying peace and a love for the world that will make me happy to stay." I'm not trying to convince you or persuade you that the pool exists, or that the pool is you and can't be lost. I'm not trying to convince you that you should be able to find this. And I'm certainly not telling you that, you should just pause and everything will suddenly, look okay to you. Sometimes the waterfall is so loud that you simply can't hear anything else. And perhaps when you're in that place, the first thing that you crave is to be heard and for someone to reach you, someone to just kind of hold your hand inside the waterfall rather than trying to drag you out. It's okay. It's okay to be here. Perhaps we're not looking to be fixed. Perhaps we don't need to be argued with or told that, our thoughts are wrong or our thoughts are irrational. Perhaps we don't need someone, to tell us to snap out of it and be more grateful or think more positively or somehow do life differently. Because when someone is trying to change us, we can really think that there's something deeply, deeply wrong with us. Something that other people can't reach or understand. And perhaps when we're inside the waterfall, we simply want someone to say, I see you, I'm here, and you're okay. This takes a complete acceptance of where we are in this moment. Nothing in this moment has to change before we can be okay. Even when we can't see this, the pool doesn't go anywhere. Even when, you tell me that you think it's lost. And when you tell me that you hope to find that deeper underlying peace, just notice, hear what you're saying. Because it's really cool. Because you're not actually saying, I want to find the perfect thoughts. I need to not feel alone. I need to have a certain type of relationship or friends, or you're not saying, I want to fix my life before I can be okay. You're not saying that I need to find myself. What you're saying is very simple, and it has nothing to do with your story. You're saying that you hope you'll discover something that makes you happy to stay. This is perhaps, what I'm pointing towards. The truth that you're finding for yourself is that we don't manufacture being okay by getting life right, by getting, our lives and our thoughts and our emotions to look a certain way. We don't have to learn, to love ourselves or to know ourselves or to find ourselves or do anything. This kind of deeper sense of self is found in an acceptance that life just flows. And we are so much more than our experience. Our experience of life, it can be messy. It can look muddy when the water gets all churned up. We can feel lost inside it all. But when we no longer fear our experience, when we know that it's okay, the water can become muddy, the waterfall can become loud and violent, and we can lose sight of the reflection. We can tell ourselves that the quiet pool has deserted us. But it hasn't gone anywhere. It's not separate. It can't be separate. The pool is not touched by any of this. And there's something else that, I loved in your message, that you shared the video with your dad. It seems like something resonated within you, and so you wanted to show him this. It's like, this is kind of what's going on for me, even though I can't necessarily put it into words. This waterfall, this overwhelm, this is where I'm living at the moment. And he watched the whole video, and he wasn't, skipping through it. He was just there with you. And maybe perhaps sometimes we simply just need someone to be willing to sit inside or sit beside us, in the waterfall. Not trying to stop it like I used to try and stop it with my daughter. Not telling us, how to fix it or what to do with it. Just saying, just being with us and listening beyond our story of who we think we are. Being here, totally present, and perhaps when we kind of stop trying so hard to get ourselves out of the waterfall, something else begins to emerge, which is what you're describing. There's this hope, there's curiosity, there's wonder, and perhaps the tiniest question, which might be super quiet at first, and perhaps it often gets drowned out, by the waterfall. But when you listen, you'll hear it, because it's your question. It's come from within you. What if there is something more? What if there's something worth staying for? Perhaps we don't need to find the pool. Perhaps we don't even, need to understand any of that. Perhaps we simply begin to notice that it's been here all along. This